Breaking news coming in from the international arena. It's a full-blown Trump-Musk meltdown. The bromance clearly seems to have gotten over. Musk now drops a bombshell against Donald Trump. He has said, and I quote, Donald Trump is in the Epstein files not made public because of Trump. In fact, Musk has even gone on to post video of Trump and Epstein party in 1992. Nasty end, as it seems, to a big, beautiful romance that we had known of. With that, in fact, we have Pranay Upadhyay, editor, India Today Global, joining us on the bulletin to bring in more perspective as well as context to the Epstein files and Trump's mention in these very files. Pranay, very good morning to you. You know, Trump's association with Epstein isn't something that is unknown. It is already out in the open. It's been out in the open. But what Musk seems to be suggesting here is much bigger, wouldn't you say?
Good morning, Shreya, and you are absolutely right. Gloves are absolutely off now. There is a direct confrontation between Elon Musk and Donald Trump, who have been praising each other till about just a few days ago in Oval Office when they had a presser. They wanted to have a party at a very good note, but everyone could see that what is about to come up. Yesterday, President Donald Trump even mentioned this thing that so far Elon Musk did not say anything against me personally, but I can expect that this would be the next. And after that, there has been series of social media posts by Elon Musk there. He even mentioned that, why can't we have, he also floated the idea of having another political party. So you could see that, if I floated this idea, so there is something cooking up, something brewing up, and we can see that this is not all about one big beautiful bill. This is like more than that. What meets the eyes, and we could see this could further bring embarrassment for President Donald Trump, because the way President Donald Trump has invested in Elon Musk, the way they were very thick. And everything which they did after his campaign and in last 6 months of his presidency. So this is clearly an embarrassment for President Donald Trump, and Elon Musk is certainly up to something big.
We will delve deeper into this Musk-Trump meltdown, but Pranay, let me also, just for our viewers, to have some more context on the Epstein files itself, if you could just take them through a brief gist of what these files were exactly, what all did it contain, and in what capacity was Trump already mentioned in them while it was being released in phases earlier? Pranay, if you can hear me. We will get Pranay back on the line, and he will be laying out some more perspective and give you more context of what exactly the Epstein files are. Remember, Epstein files refer to the various documents, primarily court filings related to Jeffrey Epstein. Who's Jeffrey Epstein? He's a financier and a convicted sex offender who died back in the year 2019. These documents, again, often from Virginia's Giuffre's 2015 defamation lawsuit against Ghislaine Maxwell, who was Epstein's associate, included flight logs, witness testimonies, contact list, and other evidence tied to Epstein's activities. Now, if we speak of Donald Trump himself, it is not unknown that Trump's name had appeared in these documents, specifically in some of the flight logs from Epstein's private jet known as Lolita Express. These are some of the brief details with regards to what the Epstein files exactly are. But remember, when we speak of Donald Trump, he has already been facing a lot of lawsuits even during the run-up to the elections, when we saw him fighting several of these lawsuits in the court of law in the United States of America. I think we have Pranay back with us on the bulletin. Pranay, as I was just asking you before this, that, when we speak of the Epstein files, I was briefly taking our viewers through what exactly is it, but if you could just provide some more details on how Trump makes an appearance in these particular lawsuits regarding Jeffrey Epstein?
Yes, you mentioned about Jeffrey Epstein's criminal activity case, which included 2008 Florida plea deal and 2015 Virginia, Jeffrey defamation case lawsuit against the Christine Maxwell. This also entails about his criminal association, his the sex racket, and trafficking kind of activities. So this clearly shows. This has been there for a while, and there was references even during the campaign of Donald Trump. There were references about Donald Trump in it, whether he was there, but this was all part of the campaign dirt. But now, Elon Musk raising this case is clearly showing that this has gone. Their dispute has gone too far, where it has become personal. Personal defamations are coming up against each other. So this is going to become another problem for President Donald Trump. And you would recall, Shreya, that yesterday, while addressing a presser with the German Chancellor, he mentioned this case, that I don't know why it happens, but this is something called a Trumpian trauma or a Trumpian effect, that people, those who are associated with me, when they part, some people miss this place, some people miss my association, and some people go really acrimonious and they start speaking bad about me. So he did not mention about Elon Musk, but he did say that I don't expect, but this may come in a while, that there could be a personal attack against me by Elon Musk, and this is what happened. You could see the series of posts made by Elon Musk, so that it has become a personal. And President Donald Trump also made a social media post targeting Elon Musk. He said that Elon Musk, if he wanted to part way with me, he could have done months ago. But this is certainly not against the bill. This is not on the big, beautiful bill, but this is something more to that.
Right, Pranay, let me ask you something interesting here. The possibility and the potential of Elon Musk at this given point, given that he's come out to say himself that why do we just need two parties in the United States of America? Why can't there be a third party that in fact represents the 80% in between? And with the series of events that we've been seeing, especially after Musk has exited from the Trump government, would you say he may be looking at a potential of forming this very third party and the possibility of it?
This is a very interesting thing posted by Elon Musk. He has asked the Twitterati, his followers on X, and social media, social media community, that whether there should be a party. Though there are two important parties in the United States, but the other parties do exist in the United States. They do participate in elections. After having covered the U.S. election for last 2-3 decades, I can tell you that there are smaller parties. People do contest on those smaller parties on their tickets, but largely the polity is divided into two parties: the Republican Party and the Democratic Party. Elon Musk has floated this idea that in a social media post, that it's a time to create a new political party in America that actually represents the 80% in the middle. So which middle class he's talking about, we are yet to see. And this also followed by a criticism by President Donald Trump on this big beautiful bill, and Republican-backed spending, because this bill has actually created a division within the Republican Party itself, because many Paul Rand and other senators who have come out openly criticizing this bill of President Donald Trump. So we are yet to see whether he has floated this idea just to embarrass President Donald Trump, or he's actually serious about it. Because you would recall that when Elon Musk was widely visible with President Donald Trump, the people started debating and discussing that can Elon Musk be the next president of the United States, which later clarified by none other than President Donald Trump, because Musk is not a U.S.-born national. He was born in South Africa, and he doesn't have the U.S. citizenship by birth. So that's why
he doesn't qualify. Right.
Yeah,